Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my video that we're all getting to know. You know, I get to know you, you get to know me, and we'll tell the truth. Okay, I'll be honest with you. All right, my name is Steven, or you can call me Steven Universe. But I don't want to talk about that. You know what I mean? Steven Universe. You know, I don't want to talk about it though. You know, nah. You know, I'm just joking around. I'm just joking around. I'm just joking around. There's a lot of weird ass motherfuckers in this world, man. You know, but it's not really a big deal, cause I'll shoot every single one of them. You fuck with me, oh, you get a gun in your face, like in the Wild West. You know, you know what I mean? Like in the Wild West. Got a tattoo. See, octopus. I don't know why I got an octopus. I want to try to get something different. I want to try to get something on my hand that looks cool. I want to get I want to get one on my hand, like a I want to get like a skeleton. I like tattoos. It's my body. I like to do what I want. You know, and that's why you should do with your body too. Think of it like a character customization in real life. Think of it like a character customization, like in real life. You're in real life. It's like you're the main character in the game. Like you can customize your character. Like you could be whatever you want. That's what I try to tell people. You could be whatever you want in this world. If you want to be someone, then be someone. Be that be that person you want to be. If you want to do something, then do that thing. Just keep going. And that's what I try to tell people. You just gotta keep going. Um, that's what I try to tell people. You know, I don't know. If you want to be, you could be anyone in the world. You could be anyone. You know, that's why I'm having fun because I want to be who I want to be. You know, I used to play video games, but they suck. I only play the older games. You know, and sometimes the newer games, but like the newer games kind of suck. You know, and they don't make them as much. They don't make them as good as they used to be. I mean, maybe unless they change, then I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna play them anymore. I'm happier without them. I'm happier without video games, man. I had so much fun with video games, but they they don't care, so I don't care either. Difference is that, right? So why is that a difference between me and you, huh? Well, because I want to speak the truth. I'm not trying to say that I'm not the bad guy because I can be the bad guy. It just depends on who you want to say because people want to fuck with me. People want to fuck with me. People want to say some stuff about me. People want to say all kinds of stuff. People want to criticize me. People want to say some shit about me. People want to try to get at me. People want to try to, say I'm the bad guy. Some people they want to come after me. I don't really care. It's my life. All right, I could be whatever I want. You know, I don't really care if you want. You could be whatever you want. I'm just trying to encourage people. I'm trying to motivate people. You could be whatever you want in this world. You know, um, you could be whatever you want. If you want to be a black guy in a suit, go right ahead. If you want to be a cartoon character, then be a cartoon character. If you want to be, if you want to be anyone, you could be anyone in the world. You know, just it just depends on what you want to be. You know, you know what I mean. By the way, um, who am I? That's a good question. That's a good question. I'll let you find. I'll let you guys find out sooner or later. Unless you know what, my other videos I gave you guys clues. I gave you guys clues to who I am, but I'm not gonna tell you who I am. Right? That's a mystery to let you find out. I mean, unless you know, unless you know, then I'm not gonna tell you. I mean, I want you guys to know, but um, some people say that I, you know, I'm in a very, you know, I'm a very good guy. All right, I'm not a bad guy. That's just not who I am. You know, I'm just not a bad guy. It's not who I am. I try to help people out. You know, I like to, you know, try to help people out in much way I can. You know, try to spread happiness. I almost spread hate. I almost spread hate. I almost said spread hatred, but I didn't mean to say that. Spread happiness. Try to spread love. Try to spread whatever you want. Just try not to be not mean. And the reason why I'm saying this is because everybody in the world has a lot of bad, difficult stuff going on in life. And I just want you to know that you'll get through it. You'll get through it. I promise you. You just gotta keep going. You know. I'm not trying to say that I'm the one that should be the one to blame to, or I'm the one to blame. But it's kind of like, the universe is literally telling me to be myself. It's literally telling me to try to help other people out. And the reason why I haven't talked to anybody for years is because, well, first things first, I was just really fucked up in the head. I was really fucked up in the head. Like, I was really, I was smart, so I became, very fucked up in the head. You get what I mean? Because like the more you know, the more fucked up in the head you are. That's what I try to tell people. And another thing is, just because people are just the way they are, just because they are the way they're supposed to be, doesn't mean it's the end of the world. All right, people need to wake up. This is not the end of the world. People need to wake up and start to realize that life is just a dream. Not a dream, but life is fake. Life is a lie. Life is one big lie that people gotta realize. Like, you just gotta explore. You gotta do what you want to do. You gotta take a fucking chance, because if you don't take a fucking chance, then there's no way that nobody would make it out in this life. Like, you can make it out, but you gotta take a fucking chance sometimes. Just take a fucking chance. Like, have some fucking decency. Try to have some patience. Try to have some courage. Try to have some fucking, like, excuse my language, but try to have some, good stuff. Try to be honest. I'm not trying to say that I'm the bad guy, because I'm not the bad guy. I never was. You know, um, you know, it just depends on who I meet. You know, just depends on who I meet. I could be a very mean guy. It just depends on who I meet. Like, if I meet a very mean guy, then I'm gonna be mean. If I meet a very nice guy, and he's cool with me, then I'm gonna be cool. But it just depends on who I meet. It just, because, like, I've had a very rough past. I had a very rough life, and the reason why is because everybody didn't like me. They just didn't like the way I talked. They didn't like the way I walked, because they didn't like the way I looked. So they tried to bring me down. But that's why I don't really give a fuck, because that's why I'm just living my life. I'm trying to be honest, trying to be happy. Because you only live once. You only live once. Okay? And the reason why you only live once is because, the reason why you only live once is because you only have one life. Unless you go to heaven. Unless you go to heaven and you could be resurrected, or you go to death, or you go to hell and you could be summoned back. I don't think that's a possibility, but I feel like you can go to heaven and you could be brought back to life. I'm not saying that hell is bad. I mean, hell is bad, but I'm saying that heaven is good. You know, but I'm not really in heaven, or I'm not really into that kind of stuff. I'm not really a religious person. You know, I am a religious person because like I don't really believe in anything. I really don't. Like I try to believe in stuff, and I just don't. You know, I just keep going, and the reason why I just keep going is because, well, first things first. You know, um, you know, people can sometimes be dicks. You know, why are they dicks? Because people don't know how to grow a pair of balls. You know, the way I do. You know, because I can grow balls 24/7 a day, 60 times a day. You know, you want to see something? Watch, 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 watch. I'll show you guys something. Watch, 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 watch. Hold on, hold on. I gotta. I gotta cut right there, and then I gotta cut right here. That's when I got my intestines. That's when I got my intestines. You know, fixed. You know. I don't want to talk about it because I'm actually an alien from outer space. So I'm not supposed to talk. I'm not supposed to talk. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, well, first things first. You know, the reason why I'm an alien is because, you know, I'm not from this. I'm not from this planet. I'm not. I really not. I'm not. I'm not from this planet. You know. There's no fucking way I'm from this planet. There's no way. There's no fucking way. I'm not from this planet. You know. You know. The reason why I'm saying this is because, well, first things first. You know, if I was an alien. I'm joking around. Everybody needs to calm down. Okay, everything's gonna be fine. People freak out for no fucking reason. Okay, and the reason why people freak out is because they don't know anything. They just freak out because they're scared of illusion, the illusion of security. That's what the masses don't talk about. I mean, that's what the masses talk about. But people are so scared. They're so scared of reality. They can't accept it. So they just make up an illusion. They make up a fake will to believe in something that's not true. You know? I mean, it is true, but like everybody believes in something, you know? They believe in God. They believe in hell. They believe in Americans believe in everything, you know? And I'm an American too, but like, you know, um, it's just that like, I just wish people got along, you know? But we're not gonna. That's not gonna happen because there's gonna be someone who's a backstabber, who are fake. You know, if they're gonna be fake, I can be fake too. But I'll choose not to be because I've been through this a million times. And the reason why I'm saying this is because this is not the fucking Holocaust, people. This is not the Holocaust. All right. This is life. All right. This is life. Okay. It's either you either live once or you die. Okay. You know what I mean? I'm not the bad guy, you know. I just have been through a lot, you know. You know. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.